It wasn't supposed to happen that way. They had just finished dinner, quiet and tucked away from the noise of the city, walking slowly without any real direction. Barbie Forteza had been talking about something. She couldn't remember what now, and David Licauco had been unusually quiet. Not distant, just thoughtful. But she didn't think too much of it. Not until he suddenly stopped, took a deep breath and turned to face her fully. She blinked, confused, until she noticed the shift in his eyes. It was that look he gave her only when he was about to say something real, something that mattered. And before she could ask what was going on, he reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a small box. Her breath caught. It was as if the world forgot how to move. Time, air, sound, it all paused. She stared at him, her lips slightly parted, her heart doing things no heart should be doing. He didn't speak right away. He opened the box first. A ring. Simple. Elegant. Honest. Like him. I don't want to wait anymore, he said, voice steady but soft. I love you. I've loved you for a long time. And I want this life with you. All of it. It didn't register at first. There was no dramatic gasp. No rehearsed reaction. Just silence. And then her hands clutched her chest, her body folded slightly forward, and she started crying. Not the kind of crying that made you look away. The kind that made you feel everything with her. She nodded before she could even speak. Her voice cracked when she finally whispered, "Yes." He didn't stand up right away. He just held her hand and kept looking at her like she was the only thing that had ever made sense. And maybe she was. No one around them noticed. No cameras. No flashes. No perfect angle. Just a man in love, asking the woman he adored to be his forever. And a woman saying yes with her whole heart, tears and all. Later, when they were back at the hotel, curled up in the quiet of each other, Barbie kept looking at the ring, twisting it gently on her finger, as if to remind herself it was real. David kissed the top of her head and held her tighter. She didn't need fireworks. She didn't need a stage. She had him. And that was enough. What broke her wasn't the surprise. It was the way he said her name like a vow. Like a promise he'd been waiting his whole life to keep. And as the city continued to sleep outside, she knew without question that this was the beginning of everything she had never dared to dream.